A time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, well, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Scorecards. Judge at the ringside. Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Adrien Broner wasn't part of Gervonta "Tank" Davis's training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach, but he still had plenty to say. His comments weren't meant as criticism. He often refers to Davis as his little brother. However, Broner didn't hold back from sharing some hard truths, admitting that Tank has shown signs of wear over the years. This, he believes, played a role in Davis's unexpected retirement announcement last December.
Like right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he love me to death, you know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Broner pointed out that Tank's fight against Frank Martin showed signs of fatigue that weren't there before. In his eyes, Davis has had an incredible career, and whatever challenges he's facing now, whether from age or fatherhood, are understandable. Despite this, Broner made a bold statement, saying he still saw Tank as the rightful winner in the fight against Lamont Roach. He added that Roach simply didn't do enough to take the victory from Davis.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's dance together for old time's sake.
This is just another example of Davis not always treating his boxing career with the seriousness it demands. Nearly 8 years ago, before his fight against Francisco Fonseca, which was the co-main event for Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor, one of the highest-grossing fight cards ever, Davis skipped the grand arrivals during fight week. He repeated the same move last year before his headlining fight against Frank Martin. On top of that, he also failed to make weight for the Fonseca fight.
Get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision.
Davis has also faced legal troubles, including a 44-day jail stint in 2023 for violating house arrest and a 3-year probation sentence that same May. Despite these setbacks, his talent is undeniable. He possesses exceptional punching power for his size. Now, with talks of retirement swirling, Davis must decide if he's willing to fully commit to his career, both in and out of the ring, to stay undefeated and maintain his status as one of boxing's biggest stars. While he hinted at another fight before a potential rematch with Lamont Roach, an immediate rematch, and a dominant win, may be crucial for him to solidify his place as perhaps the most popular American boxer today.
Did you win? I was like, oh, yeah. I said, oh, shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Many believe that Roach Jr. and his team have a strong case to overturn the fight's decision if their appeal is successful, and they're already in the process of filing it. Roach Jr. has even hinted at this on social media, making it clear that he believes the outcome should be changed. On March 5th, he took to X to make his case, posting, "Y'all tweaking if y'all think Buddy was off or had an off night. That stuff is just different with me. I told y'all from the start, just because I feel like I won doesn't mean I said he was easy work. The knockdown gives me a unanimous decision." He followed up with another post, saying, "I did take care of that in the ring. Y'all about to make me go off with this bias. I know he's got people backing him, but leave it be. I'm not suing anybody, I'm just getting the clear knockdown situated that they robbed me of. Get it right and report that."
So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's okay. We gonna run it back. Okay.
When someone pointed out that having the knockdown overturned would mean he won by split decision instead of unanimous, Roach Jr. fired back, saying, "The guy who scored the fight for Tank gave him that round. If the knockdown is counted as 10-8 my way, that's a 3-point swing, so I would have won that card too. Go back to your cave, casual." Roach Jr. is correct. A reversal of the knockdown would give him enough points to secure a unanimous decision victory rather than a split. Ultimately, whether it's a unanimous or split decision, Roach Jr. would likely be satisfied with the win. However, the biggest takeaway from the Davis vs. Roach fight wasn't that Tank was exposed or that he had a bad performance. Instead, it was that Roach fought exceptionally well, showing he had the right skill set and strategy to give Davis serious trouble in the ring.
When you think about what happened in the 9th round, how frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
That's not to say Tank doesn't deserve criticism for his performance. Many have pointed out that his habit of starting slow and being overly conservative with his punches finally caught up with him, or nearly did, depending on how you view the draw. His actions in the 9th round also raised eyebrows, as he appeared to believe he could take a knee to call a timeout and asked his corner to wipe grease from his eyes, assuming he'd get special treatment from the referee, and he did. These moments have been widely criticized. However, Roach deserves more credit than Davis deserves criticism. He faced an elite counterpuncher and out-countered him, consistently responding to Davis's left hooks with sharp right hands. He didn't fall for Tank's traps or feints, instead staying patient and setting up some smart traps of his own.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe.
When Roach chose to trade punches, he did so just long enough to make sure Davis knew he wasn't backing down. Then he smartly got out of range and stopped engaging. He also showed an incredible chin. While his defense, anticipation, and counterpunching helped him avoid many clean shots, he still took a few solid punches to the jaw and kept going, something Tank's opponents usually don't get to do. Davis entered the fight as the betting favorite, and many in boxing dismissed it as a one-sided mismatch. However, those with a keen eye for the sport saw Roach as a legitimate challenger who could make things competitive. Still, few, if any, expected the Reaper to put a real dent in Tank's perfect record.
He had the white shirt out his eye, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing, and I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots, and I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
The outcome serves as a lesson for superstar fighters. Take the biggest fights available when you can, because it's often the so-called stay busy fights that trip you up. That said, any damage to Davis's reputation can be quickly repaired. All he has to do is sign an immediate rematch with Roach and win convincingly. At the post-fight press conference, Davis hinted at a bigger fight happening first, though he didn't specify against whom. Some speculated it could be a showdown with Shakur Stevenson. But if that was the plan, this draw with Roach has certainly taken some of the shine off of it.
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
A fight like Tank vs. Shakur, one that would be billed as deciding the best American boxer under 30, needs both fighters coming in strong. You can't have one of them entering off a fight that most people believe he should have lost, especially as the favorite. That's why Davis needs the Roach rematch. Winning won't be easy, but to fully restore interest in potential matchups with Stevenson and other top-tier opponents, he has to take that step. The draw itself isn't a huge blow to his marketability, but the perception that he was second best in his last fight is. The only way to fix that is with a decisive win in his next bout.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
From Roach! And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leading with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? That's it. Back up. Back up.
That's a generous call from
Did he not take a knee?
Not take the mouthpiece. Come on.
That's right there.
Oh, here comes.
Davis versus Roach 2 needs to happen, and it needs to happen next. The best location would be somewhere that allows Davis's Baltimore fans and Roach's DC supporters to come together and create an electric atmosphere. It should also be held in a place where New York's Tony Weeks, usually a solid referee, won't be on the commission's shortlist. Right now, Tank Davis finds himself in unfamiliar territory. Once seen as the next big thing after Floyd Mayweather, his star power is dimming as he battles personal struggles and faces the toughest challenge of his career, bouncing back from a fight where many believe he wasn't the better man. At this point, Davis has maintained only a close relationship with Adrien Broner, whom he bonded with during their time under Mayweather's wing. In fact, Davis recently went as far as literally saving Broner from. Finish your thought here. After a long layoff due to retirement, Adrien Broner was struggling as he prepared for his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs. In an Instagram post, he revealed that during a rough period, he had fallen into binge drinking. But out of nowhere, he got a call from Gervonta "Tank" Davis, inviting him to join his training camp. Since then, Broner hasn't looked back. He credited Davis for helping him get back on track, expressing his gratitude in a heartfelt message. "I got a call from my baby bro, Tank, and he told me to come do camp with him. Ever since, I've been focused, and he's been pushing me every day. So with that being said, I just want to thank you, Tank. Let's get what we deserve out of this boxing game and laugh together on an island at the end."
Tank what me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AB went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, Champ, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt, but it was his elbow.
Looking at the situation, some might argue that Adrien Broner's absence brought bad luck for Gervonta "Tank" Davis. When Broner was in camp with him for the Frank Martin fight, Davis secured a dominant 8th-round knockout victory. But this time, with Broner not around, Davis ended up with a controversial draw against Roach, while Broner himself suffered a humiliating loss to Blair Cobbs just a week before. When asked about Broner's training camp at the time, Tank's coach, Calvin Ford, had a positive outlook. He told reporters, "My thoughts are that he's doing what we need him to do. I'm seeing the transition, I'm seeing glimpses of the fighter I used to watch back when he was on TV and making noise."
But I also know one thing though, being too confident can get you killed. Yeah, I also know that about the game.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How did you find that out?
We ain't here for that. But.
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo? Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, What up, Chapo,
No.
According to Coach Calvin Ford, most people had already written off Adrien the Problem Broner. However, Ford insisted that Broner was never truly gone. "He's still here," he said. "That means he has a mission that hasn't been completed yet. This opportunity that Tank gave him is his chance to show the world that he never really left."
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. Man, you already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always bomb.
Do you know which stars are coming yet? Which celebrities are coming to the fight?
Man, this is Miami. You know.
Everybody.
Everybody coming. And the off season. If you ain't in the playoffs, everybody go to Miami. You never know who you might see.
When another reporter asked if Davis and Broner were happy working together in camp, the response highlighted how their dynamic had shifted. It was noted that Tank seemed to be returning the favor for all the support he once received from Broner. In many ways, their roles had reversed compared to how things used to be, with Davis now in a position to help guide Broner back on track.
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo?
The dynamic between Davis and Broner has shifted. Tank now plays the role of the big brother, while Broner has taken on the little brother role. However, their bond remains strong, built on mutual respect for what they've both been through before and after their careers took different paths. Despite smiling, Broner seemed to carry a heavy heart as he reflected on the impact of his longtime mentor, Coach Mike Stafford. "Coach Mike is everything to me," Broner said. "Before I hung up the gloves, I promised myself I'd become a world champion again for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal." At 34, Broner is often remembered as much for his troubles outside the ring as for his accomplishments in it. His career has been marred by legal issues, including a 2016 arrest at a bowling alley for robbery, as well as his well-documented struggles with alcohol.
Mike Stafford is kind of like a very but just in depth, like just point of just posting that with that, just to kind of reflect on how much he's meant to you leading into this fight.
Man. Coach Mike is everything to me. You know, I promised myself before I hang the gloves up, I gotta become world champion for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal.
Broner hasn't secured a world-class victory since 2017, when he edged out Adrien Granados by split decision. Once seen as a Hall of Fame-level talent, he has instead become a cautionary tale for young fighters about wasted potential. Reflecting on his career, Broner spoke about how much winning a world title still means to him, something he feels the public doesn't always understand. "Honestly, all of my world titles are special to me," he said. "All my life, all I ever wanted was to become a world champion. Every time I won one, I cried tears of joy. I'm pretty sure I'll do the same when I win the next one."
I'm just ready for the bell to ring and for my opponent to be across. Well, shit, that's like a red card right there.
Good luck. Don't fuck me up, man.
Nah, man, I feel good, man. Training camp been going great, and I'm ready to put on a great form.
Broner, just talk sometimes he relocated to Lakers camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside brothers.
Broner's fight against Cobbs, at 34 years old, is being viewed as a last stand. He's no longer the young title holder who once helped define the early days of premier boxing champions nearly a decade ago. With only 2 fights in the past 5 years, he needs a strong performance to prove he still belongs among boxing's elite. During his media workout, Broner reflected on the harsh realities of the sport. "Boxing can eat you up, spit you out, and move on to the next," he said. "When your career is done, they're just going to look for the next rising star. That's why I always tell everyone, just do what's best for you."
Broner, just talk sometimes he relocated to Lakers camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside brothers for the new fight.
It's like being at home, being back with my loved brother, it feels good. Being along the side of when we train together and we both get ready for a fight. So I was feel good. I miss that,
Adrien Broner has had a remarkable boxing career, compiling a record of 34 wins and 4 losses. However, his journey has been anything but smooth. After stepping away from the sport to focus on his mental health, he made a highly publicized return, though the road back hasn't been easy. At one point, Broner wrote a heartfelt apology letter to several of his friends, which quickly went viral. In it, he expressed the loneliness of dealing with personal struggles, saying, "You help everyone else with their problems, but you have no one to turn to." While Broner has questioned his own mental state, outsiders have also speculated about his well-being. Over the past few years, he has faced multiple challenges, limiting him to just 4 fights in 6 years despite still being in his early 30s. Even after his return to the ring, Broner has continued battling personal demons, including alcoholism, drug addiction, gambling issues, and an admitted weakness for excess in his personal life.
With their problems, but you can't go to nobody